Okay, real quick video of the sauna interior. Inside, go in there in a sec. Wood stove. Yeah, so as far as the build, in the first video I built the exterior and then insulated it with rigid foam, and you seal it with a foil paper membrane. You can see it behind the cedar. There's a bit of space there with nailing strips, but before that there's a foil paper vapor barrier to keep it all dry in there and keep the moisture in. I did the interior with the cheapest cedar I could find, just fence cedar, red cedar. It smells great, does the same job, and a lot less expensive than tongue and groove cedar. You can see the simple bench. A guy on YouTube, I forget his name, but I'll put the link in there. He does a good video on how to do a cedar bench for a sauna. So I just copied that, and then you can see under there, it's just slats with 3 2x4 boxes, slats sitting on a 2x2. It's fixed to the 2x4 running along. Pretty simple. And then I put a little footrest so that you can sit with your feet proper. So this sauna is 6x6 inside, and the wood stove's a little overpowered for it, but it's the smallest one I could find that was in the best shape, and it's a great little stove. It fits 4 people in here, 2 very comfortably, 4, you just alternate. That's the hot seat, and this is a little cooler. So as far as the wood stove, yeah, I bought a used wood stove here. That's sweet. And does the job great. I then had to buy all the chimney for it and stuff. It's a pretty tight space, so I kind of doubled down on my safety efforts by putting concrete board on the floor and then along both sides. And then getting these heavier gauge, whatever you'd call it, heat shields, made by a local guy. And then they have 1 inch of space behind them, little spacers with just long screws that go into the 2x4s and keep these things off the wall. They've also got 1 inch of space at the bottoms, as they recommend you do. So you got a lot of space back there for heat to move and rise, and hot air doesn't get trapped, and it keeps the heat off the wall. Yeah, pretty basic flue pipe. It just fit right to the inside of the wood stove there, and from there it's telescopic, so you fix it to the right height. The most expensive part was buying all this different chimney stuff that get you. So there's a heat shield that fits on the back of the flue just so that this doesn't get too hot. And then you have to buy this whole deal separately, the ceiling box. And there's different ceiling boxes you could buy. I just bought a flat one, and then I built a box down from, an angled ceiling. And that seemed to be the simplest solution. So that connects to that box, and then the exterior chimney pipe comes right through the roof and sits on this box, so all the weight is supported by this box. And the exterior chimney pipe is, your double walled 6-inch pipe. And then on the top end of things, you've got that pipe, just one single piece. goes all the way down and sits in that box. And then you've got this guy here, the flashing, the big flashing, and a secondary flashing for that flashing with some high temperature silicone. And up top you've got a cap, keep the birds out, and yeah, that's what that all looks like. I had to look around on YouTube for a while to find a series of different chimney installation videos to figure it out, but it's pretty straightforward. You just want to try and be safe about it. And a chimney guy was in here and he said that, you know, it's almost legal, so that's good enough. Other than that, I think that's about it. Hope that's helpful. I found it hard to find information on the actual installing a wood stove in a sauna, so yeah, hopefully that gets you along.